Okay, so let's do this first one. Because there's a function of theta there and a function of theta there, I'm going to have to use the quotient rule. So, for our quotient rule, let's do the bottom first because that one's easy to remember. We have to go tangent theta squared. So I'm just going to put a squared right there. The top, we're going to do derivative of the top times the bottom. Remember, it's low d high. So it's low. And then the derivative of the top. Now, what is the derivative of e to the theta? Oh, yeah, e to the theta.
Yeah.
No problem.
Oh.
Minus, and then it's high low. So we got the high times the derivative of the low. And the derivative of the low is secant squared theta. And that's it. Now, I'm not thinking about trig identities here. So we might be able to simplify this, but I don't want to right now because we're running short of time. I could take out this e to the theta, and have tangent theta minus secant squared theta. So this there might be an identity here, but we're not going to do that right now. So that's it. That's how you take the derivative of this. Yep. Okay, the next one, this shouldn't say theta right here. This should say x. So this is the derivative with respect to x, derivative of this guy. Now, this has 1, 2, 3 functions inside of it. Yeah, no, not chain rule, product rule twice. We're due chain rule on Monday. Okay, so I'm going to break it up like this. Now, you can break it up differently, but I'm going to look at it like this. I'm going to look at this like one and this like the other one. Okay? So I'm going to do the product rule with those two guys. We got to do the derivative of the first times the second. So we're going to have e to the x times the second, which is just x cosine x. Then I'm going to add, and now I have to do the derivative of the second times the first. Now when I take the derivative of the second, what am I got to use? I have to use product rule. I have to use product rule when I take the derivative of that. So we're going to have the product rule inside of the product rule.
Oh.
So we have we have e to the x because we don't have to take the derivative of the first one because we already did that one. Now we got to take the derivative of the second one. Now to take the derivative of the second one, we're doing some big old brackets here. We have the derivative of x times cosine, which is just going to be 1 times cosine x, plus the derivative of the second one times x. So times x, and we got a derivative of cosine. What's the derivative of cosine? Negative sine, right? Because he's the bad guy. He starts with a c. Alright, so now, that's it. We're done with that. We did the derivative, but we can probably simplify this a little more. I'm going to take out an e to the x to this whole thing. So I have e to the x, and it's going to be multiplied to x cosine x plus, and whatever this simplifies to right here. Let's just say cosine x from this guy right here. And then this guy right here, we're going to say minus x sine x. Alright, can we simplify any more here? Yeah, we could probably manipulate this some more, but let's be done. This is finished.
Yay.